Hello guys and girls, and welcome to our first Let's Play of Katawa Shoujo. I'm Magician, he's Gokuss, and if you were looking for people that were going to take this seriously, you made a wrong turn somewhere. So let's get right into it.
Yeah. Are we gonna press... Oh wait, did you already press start?
Yep.
Okay.
A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes.
Are we doing the same thing as we were gonna do before?
Yes. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The Decidius, whatever, I don't care. I'm dyslexic. Trees provide a beautiful green canopy, far out of sight of the teachers and fellow students.
Hold on. Where do you see green?
It said green.
I know. Look at the picture. Where do you see the color green in that at all?
Oh. I don't know. Maybe his jacket's green and we just can't see it. But now in late winter it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hand and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. Ah yes, the note. Slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. Wow, really not good at noticing his surroundings, is he? As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. Wait, he's a guy and he didn't make the first move?
I've never really
You're disappointing us, Hisao. You're disappointing us.
I've only made a first move on my last girlfriend, and that was in, like, 8th grade.
As I pondered the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens.
You're gonna fucking freeze to death.
The snowflakes silently fall from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Wow,
what am I supposed to read again?
View of life.
What am I supposed to read?
I don't know. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. It's a murderer. Get out of there, Hisao.
Better not drop the soap. Hisao, you came? A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation.
So, we're playing as a stalker, great.
I guess so. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race.
Holy shit, it's a dude! Oh, never mind.
Wait, are we the chick or the guy?
No, we're the guy.
Okay.
Iwanako, I got the note telling me to wait here. It was... yours? Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result? God, I'm pathetic. No, hey, cool, it actually had pathetic.
Yes, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried.
Now someone comes from behind and kills us.
The fuck is that?
Demons! Demons are coming! My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself, so... heart is a euphemism for demon, okay.
That dude's hair, he's got a lot sticking up.
So, here we are, out in the cold.
As I said, you're gonna fucking freeze to death.
Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous sound is music to my... No, the cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwanako flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. The demons are coming, the demons are coming. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried.
Oh, don't try deep throating. You see, I wanted to know. I feel like someone's getting ready to die. If you'd go out with me.
Demon.
I stand there motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Peace out. I reached up to try the massage with that, but only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Peace out!
Demons.
My whole body freezes. Save from my... What the fuck is with the word save? Save from my eyes, which shoot open in terror.
Demons. Demons. Demons!
Peace out! The beating in my chest suddenly stops and I go weak at the knees.
Joy, we were poisoned before we could even have a first date.
God damn it. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanaku running towards me, all these fade to black. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanaka screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. Incest is completely different, okay.
But okay in Japan, apparently.
Really?
No.
Oh. You got my hopes up.
In anime, it is.
It's always alright in anime.
Everything's okay in anime.
Even bestiality.
Oh, Joy, hospital. It's not like I haven't spent enough time there in my actual life. Now we're spending it in a video game.
Oh, that sucks. I really should have grabbed something to drink, but there isn't that much to drink. You want to stop around 7 or at the first save?
No, we can save at any time.
Oh, okay. We should probably stop around 7 because I have to go and eat dinner there. And shit.
Guys and girls, what we're going to do, since we're going to try to get all the different endings for this game, is after this intro, we are going to have a separate save set up so that then, if we wanted to, after we get one ending, we can go load that so that you guys can have to sit through the same beginning over and over and over and over again.
Unless we do different voiceovers.
Oh god, that'd be horrible. My throat would die.
Just each time we go through a new playthrough.
I already constantly have migraines. I don't need to have my fucking throat dying on me as well.
It's been 4 months since my heart attack.
No, so we weren't poisoned. Good. In
that
that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. Wow, that sucks. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So I've had plenty of times to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. A strange word, a foreign, alien one, from outer space. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition, it causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. No, really. It's not like it just caused you to have a heart attack, Isao. Apparently I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle I was able to go so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. Too bad it really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece.
The heck's a hemorrhage?
You don't want to know.
I'll find out eventually.
I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. There never will be. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week in my room, in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards, but the visitors soon dwindled and all the get well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I'd gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their symphony has been turned into a class product. Wow. What a fucking depressed piece of shit. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had any visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis.
Hold on. What about Iwanaka, or how was that, or whatever?
I don't know. Well,
name was.
That's kind of sad. Iwanaka was the last to stop visiting. Well, at least she kinda cared. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. Hey, that's not first month. Oh wait, no, that was on regular basis. Never mind. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyways. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. Great,
dude,
so
if I had
his heart friend-zoned him.
So, if that happened to me, I would still say yes after I woke up.
The hospital, it's not really a place I'd like to live in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one would like to live in it, Hisao. The
Yeah,
doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. Yeah, that's because you're only test subject whatever. Or patient, like, 10 or something. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them. But it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He
never.
never answered anything in the straightforward way, but always told me to wait and see if treatment and surgeries worked. They never do. So I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen.
You know what? He's lucky. He gets a scar. That's sexy.
Yeah, chicks dig scars. He's out. Don't worry. Just make up like, oh yeah, hey, I got slashed while trying to stop a robbery. There you go. You'll get chicks left and right. I
Yeah.
still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there's at least some hope. At some point I stopped watching TV. I don't know why I did, I just did.
I stopped watching it years ago.
Yeah, I know. I haven't watched TV in like 5 years.
I know. I just spend most of my time on the internet.
Yep. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism from my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library in quotation marks at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. Wow, that's gonna be awkward sex. But I loved the stories.
Wait, you're supposed to have no clothes on when you do that anyway. Why would it be awkward?
I don't
Unless they're using a book in between.
Yep. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mess. I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing. Hey, same here! Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. Hey, same here most of the time. But other times, all the things that surround me would painfully crash into my consciousness through a barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. Hey, I try to do that with every single person I meet in real life. Just try to ignore them through nonchalance. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry, naked.
This kid is
in the hospital
depressed.
bed.
Seriously.
But that happened only rarely, naked. And I couldn't even cry, naked. You can go ahead.
Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he is trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. What a dick. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them both. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is it supposed to be some kind of special occasion? Not a party.
Hisao, you're dying!
There's this ritual the head cardiologist has. Wait, ritual? Oh shit, he is dying. He takes his time sorting his papers and setting them aside to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eye for a moment. Hello, Isao. How are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now. With some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medication sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. Wait, so his face got a hard on? So many. I take it from his hand and I take a look at myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? Wonder what it says. What? Oh my! The absurdly long list of medications, staring back at me with the paper, seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. Holy shit! I can't even tell what's all in there. This is insane.
That's more medicine than I've been on. That's fucking impressive.
Side effects, adverse effects. Contracted, whatever. And dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting it only makes me feel sicker.
Yeah, that's the same with me whenever I try to figure out what medicines I've been put on.
All this for the rest of my life, every day.
No, don't worry. Some of them will get changed with newer medicine.
I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list spread over the years. Hey, you're right. Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you wouldn't return to your old school. What?
Wait, what the fuck? I have a girlfriend waiting for me.
Please calm down, he said. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down. The way he says it, he tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled?
Shit, I'm gonna turn out retarded.
Hey, dude, I have a cousin.
Yeah, I'm joking, man.
She turned into an asshole after she went to public schools. Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored. Well, we all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision.
Wait, is it one of the cousins that I've met?
No.
No.
At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. A school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students, so it's a retarded school.
No, disabled as in, like, you know, they can't go to a normal school, not for, like, mentally disabled, but, like, physically.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get some hate for what I just said.
Yeah.
Oh well. Disabled, what am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus.
Sweet! It's like we're going to college, except for we're not.
Wait, is this where we're gonna meet Pim, Justin?
Yep.
Think of it as a boarding school of sorts, designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. What if it was really the free? What if it was really that free? There wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only to go. But your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you'd like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one...
I wanted to return because I had Hinako.
This a special school. That's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way.
So, sexually active.
Well, in the future, it's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability.
But society holds us back.
One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. That something so important was decided for me, but what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I'd always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of restriction on shock or fatigue. I can easily yell out something now, something about how I can go back to my school anyway. But no. I don't say anything. The fact that I know now it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see that would make me feel any different. I feel suicide going on. There really isn't a choice, I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? I mean, as much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something, even if it's a special school. It's something like a fresh start. My life isn't over. It would be a mistake just to resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like.
You can have, like, frat parties and shit, Hisao. Get pumped.
Alright, I kind of want to stop here since we're on Act 1 and I got like 10 minutes left.
Okay. Well, We've been recording for 20 minutes. That's it, guys and girls. Gokuss hits escape and then she's safe.
Alright, see you guys!